You know, gotta be honest. I did not watch Raw last night or at all. I did not watch. I had no work today. I did something else. I did not watch SmackDown. They're both because I have my DVR. They're recorded, but I'm not going to watch them. I refuse. I reached a point where I just refuse to watch this product. You know, it's I don't enjoy it. You know, and I got to be honest. I do not enjoy the product. It's and even if there's something I do enjoy, I know it's going to be killed off at some point. And I'm telling you right now, SmackDown was actually watchable prior to the quote-unquote shakeup, right? Before the WrestleMania built, SmackDown was watchable. Now, it's unwatchable. It's terrible, actually. And I reached a point where saying whether Raw or SmackDown's better is irrelevant. You know, it's what's great about this product now. What is it that? Why should I watch it? You know, and if you think about it, whenever people say, "Well, if you don't like it, don't watch it," then fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not going to watch it. You know, I am not going to watch this product until I get word that Vince McMahon and or Kevin Dunn, right, are no longer in charge. And I get people always joke about Vince is never going to die, right? I get it, but I just it ain't going to happen. I may watch it here and there, but I'm not going to do videos about it. I'm not going to bother. For what? So I could sit here and tell you how terrible the show is? For what? I mean, that's. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, who the hell wants to do that? Like, I can't do it. To those that do it, props to you. If you sit through this crap and watch it week in and week out, and the pay-per-views, so you could cover it for people, man, props to you, because I can't do it. Like, it sucks that bad. Like, it's literally that bad. This is the worst, and I've seen some bad WWE shit, right? This overall worst shit I've seen in a very, very long time, as far as I can remember. This product is terrible. No, but what? Right? Why am I going to get excited about, you know, they fuck up everything. It is amazing how they relish in just fucking shit up. Like how they can't make things, you know, happen, how they have no patience, how they insult the intelligence of fans, right? Vince McMahon has openly said that people don't have a long-term memory and that wins and losses don't matter. He's openly said this. I don't know about the wins and losses don't matter, but he has said that fans have very short memory spans and you know, they don't remember a lot of stuff. So you could change shit on the fly. It wouldn't matter, right? The last straw for me, honestly, and there's been a lot of instances that should have been the last straw. The last straw for me was when Jinder Mahal won the title. That was the last straw for me. No, but I like, you know, a lot of people like, I like Jinder. Like, look, it's not about me liking the guy or not. That's irrelevant. I don't think he's all that, to be honest with you. But I've seen worse whole titles as far as talent-wise, right? But this guy was getting jobbed. He was a jobber. Right? It's This guy was doing nothing but lose for months. And then one day, it's like Vince just woke up and said, oh, well, we're going to make this guy champion. Wait, what? Honestly, maybe someone could go back and look for an example for me. I cannot think of a time where the WWE crowned somebody champion like that. I've never seen something like that, right? If they wanted to make Jinder Mahal champion, I don't even think this guy has ever held any of the minor titles. I could be wrong about that. But I don't think he's ever held the Intercontinental Championship. I don't think he's ever held the U.S. Championship to try him out, a test drive, see how he would do. They didn't even bother having him just, start a winning streak. The chase. I mean, you're telling me that someone could just suck? Like, I know it's kayfabe and I know it's scripted. But you still have to put some logic into this. You're telling me someone could suck? Could be a terrible wrestler? By the storylines you're giving us? And then just one day you could wake up and a career jobber all of a sudden is a top man? Because you could take the title off of him, but you could never undo former WWE champion. This guy didn't even bother having him do a winning streak for a month. Didn't even bother. He was I still remember just like 2 months ago, they had him and Rusev break up, and they had him lose to Cesaro, right? And then they just had him lose and lose and lose, and he lost a battle in a squash match practically before he went to SmackDown. He lost to Mojo Rawley on his first match in SmackDown, and in the next week he wins this 5-pack challenge, and he's the #1 contender. Then he gave him the title. What is that? That's stupid. You're telling me you have all these writers. Like if your logic is everybody has a short memory, it doesn't matter, so what? Then why hire writers then? Why have storylines? Why do any of that? Just randomly have people win and win matches and just do that then. No, but he's gonna bring money from India. Like, are you fucking shitting me? I get that you want to market him in India, but did you just realize that like 2 weeks ago? If you really wanted to market him in India, why did you have him lose all those times for all those months? I mean, I can't believe they could just say, "Fuck it, we're just gonna make him champion," just like that. That's stupid. This is insane. They have completely destroyed, the chase, right? Which has always been a big thing in wrestling. What is that? Well, new fans don't know what that is because they don't do it anymore, right? The chase, the mountaintop, climbing up that mountain and reaching the top. They did it many different ways. Look at the journey Bret Hart went through. And then he finally became world champion, right? And it was a big deal because people knew, hey, this is Bret Hart. I mean, this guy started as a tag team wrestler and a successful tag team. And they were tag team champions, and he was Intercontinental champion, and he had all these great matches, and he won all these matches, and he's been in a winning streak, and now he's getting this title shot against Ric Flair, right? And when he won it, it was a big deal. It felt like a journey. The fans were invested in that. Didn't have Bret Hart wasn't it's not like he was treated like the Brooklyn Brawler, and then one day he just wants some random, fatal four-way, and then he just got a title match against, Ric Flair. Shawn Michaels, the boyhood dream. Shawn Michaels kind of similar, there was a chase there. He even kind of didn't quite get there when he failed against Diesel, and he kept grinding. He kept trying to get his title shot again. Stone Cold had a chase. I mean, I'm trying to understand how patience pays off, okay? And they didn't just wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? Let's put the strap on Stone Cold. Make Steve Austin the champion. They didn't just do that. And he was way more over than fucking Jinder Mahal. I can tell you that right now. But when he was a ringmaster, it wasn't shit, right? And they went with a Stone Cold gimmick. There was a process. That process moved. They had him win the King of the Ring, right? They give him some rivalries. He feuded with a returning Bret Hart, and even though he didn't win, it still got him over, and he just kept grinding and grinding, right? Had the match with Bret Hart, and he passed out, and it was a double turn, and he kept grinding and grinding, and he had his feud with Owen Hart, and kept grinding and grinding. Okay, he came back from an injury, but that aside, he kept grinding. He won the Royal Rumble. He kept grinding, and then they had him beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and it was the big deal. The fans were invested in this journey from this is Austin 316, I just whooped your ass, up to the point that he won the title. I mean, what the fuck is going on with wrestling today? Are they incapable of seeing they just gave Jinder Mahal this title, for no reason other than, well, we need to have a fan base in India. Fair enough. Build the guy up. I mean, this obvious catering, and I doubt it's going to work, right? Because he's not over. People are not reacting to this, and it's confusing people. So you're not giving people a reason to care about the matches. Number one, you go to commercial break during the matches. Number two, if my favorite wrestler wins a match on SmackDown, what does it mean? It means nothing. Because you could job him out for the next 3 months for all I know. The guy you're jobbing today could be world champion next month. I mean, it's stupid. This is insane. This whole let's just skip all that. Let's make the champion now. I've never in my life seen something like this in wrestling. This is crazy. Even Goldberg had a chase. Right? Even Goldberg, the guy who wouldn't put anybody over, and he was just destroying everybody. Okay? There was still a process. Okay? I mean, it's crazy. But it was a big deal when he beat Hogan in the Georgia Dome. All right, think about that. Georgia Dome on a Nitro. And he had to go through I don't really think he had that many wins, but anyway, kayfabe. 160 straight victories, and you got to give him the title shot, right? Not. Could you imagine? He was just a jobber, and then he won a six-pack challenge, and he beat Hogan. Nobody would give a shit. Everybody would be scratching their heads. It wouldn't make sense. But this is stupid. This is honestly insane, right? And the commentators are trying, right? This is a whole new Jinder Mahal. Really? Just last week, he lost. He got jobbed out. He literally got jobbed out. Okay? They had a player from the Patriots embarrass him at WrestleMania not that long ago. Right? And then all of a sudden, he wins some six-pack challenge, and then you have him win the title. This is crazy. It was the last straw for me. When I saw it, I couldn't believe that happened. And it wasn't like oh yeah, well, it's good to be taken by surprise. Like yeah, it's good to be taken by surprise, but this wasn't a pleasant surprise, right? This was more of a, what the fuck? Are you stupid? And again, I want people to understand, if you personally like Jinder Mahal as a talent, that's fine. But even you have to admit, the way they went about it was stupid. And it was careless. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy. You know, I mean, so I can't talk WWE. I'm obviously doing it now, right? But just so people are like, well, why don't you do any more videos about wrestling? Because of this. Because Vince McMahon is out of touch, okay? And you know what else, man? This has been a problem for a while, but man, the obvious scripted promos. I mean, I was listening to an interview of Jinder Mahal, by the way, okay, who admitted live on the air on Chris Jericho's podcast that Vince McMahon wrote his promo, right? And then all you knew was like, oh, I wasn't sure what to think, but once I did the promo, I mean, I realized Vince is a genius. Like, and there's nothing against Jinder Mahal. He's just a dude doing his job, you know. But he's just one of Vince's pawns here. But why is Vince McMahon writing these guys as promos? You know what? No wonder they fucking suck, right? No wonder we don't have legendary promos. You know what Stone Cold Steve Austin would be doing if Vince McMahon was writing his promos or dictating everything about his career? I don't know what he would be doing, but he wouldn't be Stone Cold. He would be the fucking ringmaster, okay? He would have been a mid-carder for the rest of his fucking career in the WWE. You know what Bret Hart would be if he was doing everything Vince told him? Vince wanted him to be a fucking cowboy. Okay? Bret told him, dude, I'm not a cowboy. I can't be a cowboy. What do you mean be a cowboy? What? I mean, this is insane. To a certain degree, the wrestlers, all right, have to be authentic and believable. And Vince McMahon is, honestly, he's out of touch. Like if a wrestler's an Irishman, like he wants them to act the stereotypical Irish way, you know, like whatever the fuck that means. You know, it's stupid. If a wrestler is a Puerto Rican, he wants them to act like a stereotypical Puerto Rican. If a wrestler's African American, well, you get where I'm going with this, okay? I mean, you're telling me right now, right, that Jinder Mahal gets the world championship, just like that, after jobbing him all that time. But wrestlers that people genuinely like, right, have to go through hoops, and you have to be pressured into just giving them a shot. I mean, this is insane. There's wrestlers right now that are way better workers than Jinder Mahal, okay, are way more over than Jinder Mahal, are more believable, they're just better in the mic. But since it's just not part of Vince's, you know, plan, you know, he can't do it. What's so special about what he's doing with Jinder Mahal? What? Oh, he's doing the, oh, I'm a foreigner and Americans don't like me storyline. Like, you're still doing that shit? Are you shitting me? No, but it works. Like, really? Have you seen the ratings? The ratings are terrible. And that's because people are just not watching. Look, I'm positive. Once people, if once they found out Jinder Mahal was the champion, they scratched their heads and they said, I mean, kayfabe's already dead, and they couldn't do anything about that because of social media. But now, wrestling, any logic in wrestling is gone. They killed it. It's been on life support for a while, but with this, they killed it. And what gets to me is all these guys that are contracted with the WWE, they're just a bunch of pussies who just admit that this is a bad move. Okay. Edge and Christian, but he's Jinder he's a great guy. I want the fans out there to know he's a great guy, and he works hard. Like really, like everybody works hard. So is everybody gonna get a fucking title shot now or what? Does everybody? Is the WWE Championship participation trophy now or what? Oh, he's a good guy, really. Oh yeah, he's a splendid guy. You know, he's so nice. He deserves this. Chris Jericho, you know, interviewing him, and look, they're friends, so I'm not expecting Chris Jericho to be like, hey, you don't fucking deserve that title, right? I get it. Like, but come on, man. You know, they're like openly bragging about how, oh yeah, you know, Vince, he says fans have short memories, man. So, you know, their attention span isn't all that. You know, they have terrible memories. But we won't remember that Jinder Mahal was a fucking jobber since he returned to WWE. And before he returned, he was in 3MB, right? Which was a jobber stable group that went nowhere. Oh no, we won't remember that. Are you kidding me? Is Vince really that stupid? You know, maybe Vince is confusing all the forgettable shit he's putting on TV now. Okay, and fans not giving a fuck about it, with fans having terrible memories. You know, there's things we choose to pretend never happened. You know, and there's things we will never forget, Vince. No one's gonna forget Stone Cold's run. No one's gonna forget Shawn Michaels' run. They didn't forget then. Why would they forget today? No, but this is the age of social media. Are you shitting me? With even more reason. And this is why it matters. So for example, let's say you're a dad and you're watching WWE with your kid, right? And your kid's like, Dad, that Indian guy. So, well, why is he champion, Dad? Oh, you know, he just became tough all of a sudden. He just became the best overnight. You know, it just kind of happened. But how? I remember he was always losing. Yeah, I know. You know. What do you say? The 5-year-old kid's right. You know, this whole like, oh, they have short memories. Like, we don't have Alzheimer's, Vince. Like, you know, it's not that bad. Okay. You know, it's, you know, there's a reason, Vince, that when a legendary wrestler's music hits, people get excited because they remember that wrestler, right? There's a reason they boo, you know, your golden child, Roman Reigns, because they remember all the time you shoved them down their fucking throats, right? And we had short attention spans, Vince. We'll forget who the fuck Roman Reigns is. Are you kidding me? No, but they would remember that, you know. They did not have, what was their hurry? You're telling me you couldn't build up Jinder Mahal for the next 6 months? You know, and to number one, test it out. You know, if you're going to do the whole, in all honesty, if you're going to do the whole, oh, you Americans, you judge me because I'm different. If you're going to do that bullshit you already did with fucking Rusev, and you've done it with, because every dude that's brown, and from, you know, anywhere near the Middle East, they just got to do that storyline, right? Could it get any more stereotypical, Vince? Like, really? I mean, holy shit. Stupid. Oh, Cesaro, we really got to push that. You know, that he's from Switzerland. You know, like the Swiss Superman. Like wow, Vince. You know, very creative. It's stupid. And Vince, he's always been like that. Like they had a Canadian wrestler once that they called the Mountie. Why? Because they have Mounties in Canada. Stupid. They had a wrestler from England. They called him the British Bulldog. I like the British Bulldog, by the way, but you didn't have to like make it obvious. Like, you didn't have to have him wear trunks with a British flag on it. Like, we knew he was British. Okay. I mean, you could have called him Bulldog. Like, you know, whatever. All right. But I mean, this shit's stupid, man. Like, it's unbelievable how terrible the product is. I can't even believe how terrible it is. Sometimes I think to myself, you know, Vince like wants it to fail. Like, he doesn't want to pass it on to, you know, to Shane and to Triple H and to Stephanie. Like, he wants it to fall apart, you know, before he dies. You know, he wants to outlive the product. You know, like it's maybe that's part of his plan or something. I mean, this shit's stupid. No wonder the ratings have tanked. Of course they tanked. Have you seen the product? I remember doing the reviews. People like, dude, like, this shit sucks. Like, why are you still watching this? And I always said to myself, good fucking question. I don't know. I don't know why I just give myself a headache for it. I don't know. Fuck it. This shit's stupid. Honestly. I can't do it no more. Like, this is insane. Jinder Mahal was the last straw, right? I mean, it just was. It's and you have to be someone who's watched wrestling for a long time to really understand how much of a slap in the face that was for wrestling, right? It basically told wrestling fans that, A, wins and losses, and they say this all, they make it obvious. It doesn't matter. That match you're watching on, this is why people don't care anymore. Why are they going to watch the matches on Raw if they don't mean anything? Right? Like, let's say they do a match, and it's AJ Styles versus Ziggler, which I heard was, and I have the WWE at the notifications, which I'm going to get rid of, by the way. And I saw that Ziggler beat AJ Styles. What does it mean? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that Ziggler's about to start a run. It means nothing. Nothing. It means absolutely nothing. If a wrestler goes on a losing streak for a month or 2-3 months, it means nothing. It doesn't mean he's going through a rough patch. It doesn't mean he's got to turn things around, that he's got problems at home. There's no storylines about that. He's just losing. And it means nothing because he could become world champion tomorrow. Your favorite wrestler could win a big match on Raw, and it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. The only ones that matter are the predictable matches right after a pay-per-view, okay, where the opening segment on Raw and SmackDown, the champion walks out or an authority figure, and then 6 dudes walk out claiming that they want a title shot, and then they do a fatal 4-way, they do a fatal 5-way, and sometimes they really spoil us and do a 6-pack challenge. You know, it's stupid. I mean, it's the same formula every time. Sucks. I mean, it's terrible. You know, and you got people out there, oh, this is better than Randy Orton's boring. I'm glad it changed. Look, I agree, it's fucking boring, but it doesn't mean you give it a Jinder Mahal. Are you shitting me? You devalued the fucking title. You literally gave the title to a jobber, is what you did. No, but what? Just because all of a sudden you want a six-pack challenge, like, all of a sudden he's not, or what? I mean, this is stupid. All they had to do with Jinder Mahal was this, okay? Number one, if you knew you were going to do this, then don't job him out to Finn Balor before he comes to SmackDown. Number one, okay? That's number one. You could have had Finn Balor and Jinder Mahal, okay, have a good match on Raw, right? And then you could have had, I don't know, like somebody interfere and nobody wins or something like that. Or you could have just not done the match at all. You could have had Mahal go over to SmackDown and, I don't know, beat Mojo Rawley. How about that? And then maybe start a feud with Mojo Rawley. Because this is the guy that embarrassed him at WrestleMania, and then he embarrassed, and then, you could have done a feud. You could have had a pay-per-view match with Mojo Rawley. Have him beat him. And then have him do a run for the United States Championship, since you want to do that stupid, I'm a foreigner and Americans don't like me storyline. Okay? I mean, it's stupid. Fuck that storyline. It's not original. It's like, is there nothing more to foreigners in the WWE? Do they all have to be at odds with Americans? Like, that's stupid. All right? It's just dumb. You hate me because of my culture. Like shut up. We hate you because you were a jobber last week, dude. All right? And now you want the same title Bret Hart had, and HBK had, and Stone Cold, and The Rock, and Hulk Hogan. Right? Bruno Sammartino. Okay, there's a lineage with that fucking title. And you gave it to a dude that won a six-pack challenge, a random one, by the way. Which what did he do to earn a shot at getting that six-pack challenge? What, getting jobbed out to Mojo Rawley the week before, or what? So of course that was the last straw, all right? Because they fucked it up. They're gonna have to repair this now. And now, like, we're gonna have to call this month, because this is a phase. Once Vince gets tired of the storyline, Jinder Mahal's gonna go back to being a fucking jobber, right? I don't care how long his title run is. He's gonna go back to just being another dude. Okay, that just look at what they did to Rusev, right? But look, Rusev was built, right? They built that dude up, right? They had him like go up the ranks a little bit, and then he became a champion, United States champion. They had some dudes put him over, and he was over. They didn't do that for him. He had the United States Championship. This is insane. AJ Styles had to you're telling me AJ Styles had to have the match of the night every fucking pay-per-view in 2016 to get a title shot and to get his win for the title? But this motherfucker, no significant pay-per-view matches. Jinder Mahal, none. Look at the calendar. Look at it. They have a pay-per-view every 2 fucking weeks. This dude, for the last 12 months, what did he do? Did he win any pay-per-view matches? I don't think he did. He got jobbed out to Cesaro a couple months ago on pay-per-view. That's it. And impromptu match, by the way. And all of a sudden, he's a champion? Get the fuck out of here. But when it comes to giving Sami Zayn the title, no, we can't do that. Sami ain't ready. Sami ain't ready. Like this motherfucker's ready? Really? Come on. I mean, it's stupid. What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? The only matches that matter, in all honesty, are the title matches, the Royal Rumble, and that's about it. Any other match, and the six-pack challenges for the number one contendership that are so random, okay, on Raw and SmackDown. Those are the only matches that matter, because they're the only matches that they give you some type of progression. That's it. Okay? Any other match is pointless. Okay. When they do a random tag team match, okay, oh, we're gonna have AJ and so tag against Kevin Owens and so. Guess what? The winner of that match, the winners, it doesn't matter. They don't get anything for it. There's no progression for it. It has no bearing on the storyline. It just doesn't fucking matter because the matches don't matter. Anyway, I'm done with this fucking product, man. I'm out.